We are back in No Man's Sky, and today I'm going to go through 5 of what I think are the most important upgrades for all the important things. Before we start, however, if you don't know what an upgrade module is, well, allow me to explain. You can purchase or find upgrade modules at the space station or rarely in damaged technology. You can also receive them as rewards from quests such as the base computer archives if you already own the reward it would give you usually. The best way to acquire them though is purchasing them at the space stations, as you get to choose what class and upgrade you want. However, these are just the basic usual upgrades and aren't unique or special. To find the special ones, you will have to go to the rear of the anomaly where all the blueprint people are, all these merchants at the back here. I'm sure most of us are all aware of this. Now I'm going to go through the best things you can find back here in the anomaly. Number 1. The personal refiner. I have certainly mentioned this one before in other videos, and that's because it is probably the best, most important thing. It saves you having to craft a portable refiner and placing it down on the planet. You simply have to open your inventory and place whatever you want to refine in there. This means that you can access and use the refiner whenever you want, which is time saving, resource saving, and most importantly convenient for your No Man's Sky adventure. This is number 1, as I'm sure most of you have already owned a personal refiner, and if you don't, then you're probably planning on getting one. But if you were to be so foolish as not to possess this lifesaver, then go and install it now. It doesn't cost too much to install and purchase, so I would recommend this as your priority as soon as you enter the space anomaly for the first time. It's a small price to pay for saving oxygen metal plating as well as inventory slots for the portable refiner, which seems useless against a personal refiner. Number 2. Minotaur upgrades. When fighting Sentinels to acquire your first Sentinel starship, or just fighting them for the fun of it, do you wish that you could have a companion blasting the Sentinels with you? Now this one's a little more expensive, but first you are going to have to spend around 10 salvage data to acquire the blueprints for the Minotaur exocraft. With this you now need to use nanites to purchase 2 upgrades from the exocraft upgrade merchant in the anomaly. You want the Minotaur AI pilot and the Minotaur cannon. Install both of these in the Minotaur you just bought with salvage data, and if you make sure the AI is active, your exomech will crush any Sentinels that engage you, fighting alongside you as your companion. This could easily turn the tide of a Sentinel war, as with S-Class Minotaur cannon upgrades purchased in the space station, you can make this thing tear through Sentinels as if they were nothing. My third upgrade, which is quite important, is all the Infra-knife modules, which are 2 available in the space anomaly. Now I have got a whole video on this. It's called The Best Weapon for Your Starship in No Man's Sky, something like that. But as this video is more about upgrading, let's assume you already are aware of the power of the Infra-knife accelerator. You now want to purchase the Q Resonator, but do not be deceived by the fact that it is labelled as B class. Without this thing installed, the Infra-knife fires pretty quickly, but with it, it fires in groups of 2, making this thing a beast. Basically a space machine gun, and with enough upgrades the pirates certainly won't be going anywhere near you. This thing brings down Sentinel shields almost instantly and tears through the hull. Not only that, but with high class upgrade modules found at space stations, the Infra-knife doesn't overheat quickly compared to other weapons like the positron ejector. Now before we move on to my 4th important upgrade in No Man's Sky, I would just like to say, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more like this, then make sure to hit the like button, and also so you don't miss any future videos on No Man's Sky, because I do a lot of them, make sure to subscribe. Self-promotion out of the way, let's get straight back into the video. Number 4, my second last important upgrade for important things is the Paralysis mortar. This is particularly useful for fighting Sentinels, as some types can heal Sentinels in battle, but with this upgrade to your multi-tool you can stun them temporarily and stop them from healing each other. Whilst they're stunned, you can easily take them out with any other weapon. The Paralysis mortar is also useful when running from Sentinels, as they are temporarily stunned, meaning you can easily make a quick getaway. I would recommend upgrading the upgrade with the robotic amplifier, which ensures the Sentinels are stunned for longer. My final most important upgrade in my opinion is any hazard protection module. I said in the introduction that I was only going to cover the unique upgrades. Well, this one isn't unique and is not found at the space anomaly. You can find hazard protection upgrades at any exosuit merchant at any inhabited space station. I would recommend going for S-Class and spending those extra nanites. The hazard protection modules add an extra layer of hazard protection, which means you don't have to worry about constantly recharging it on a hazardous planet. This is great for any explorer, so you can just admire the beautiful worlds without having to recharge the hazard protection for a while. This saves some sodium and batteries, which is an extra bonus for these upgrades. Just remember, every hazard protection module is specialised for a specific hazard such as heat or toxicity. And that concludes my list of important upgrades that you should have in No Man's Sky. If you have enjoyed this video and made it to the end, then be sure to like and, of course, don't forget to subscribe. I hope this has been helpful. Comment your ideas for best upgrades in No Man's Sky and thank you for watching.